I really thought the Nami was a goner once Mahito trapped him inside of his domain. I thought the dude was for sure dead. What is up, y'all? It's your man, That Dude, bringing you guys another video. I'm giving out subscriptions down below, so if you like Jujutsu Kaisen, I review every episode. So go hit that button. I don't know about you guys, but I, for one, am glad that the show spared Nanami. Like, I really come to like Nanami's character, and I think he is a great mentor for Yuji. As idealistic and naive as Yuji is, he needs someone like Nanami to keep him grounded and to teach him about the real world. But the beauty of Nanami is that he doesn't try to force his pessimism onto Yuji. He sees Yuji's idealistic nature as something that should be protected and preserved. So while he does teach Yuji about the real world, he doesn't talk down to Yuji. He acknowledges that Yuji is a kid, but he doesn't use kid as a pejorative. In general, I love how Jujutsu Kaisen handles Yuji's idealistic nature and handles his naivety. When in most shonen anime, I would turn my nose up at a character saying some dumb shit like, I'm gonna save everyone and I refuse to kill and shit like that. But in Jujutsu Kaisen, those things don't come off as super corny because relative to other shonen anime, Jujutsu Kaisen, the atmosphere is a lot more dark. And that darkness allows a little more leeway in having his character say some corny shit because it doesn't come off as corny. Because we as the audience know that Yuji isn't going to be able to uphold those ideals. He's not going to be able to adhere to never killing and wanting to save everyone. We know that going into it. We know that from just watching the show and getting the general atmosphere of the show and seeing how dark the story can be at times. So we then know that he's not going to be able to uphold that stuff. So when he says shit like that, it doesn't come off super cheesy and super corny, and it doesn't make me want to roll my eyes. And that works to Jujutsu Kaisen's benefit. Hell, we saw a diner full of people get incinerated, and Yuji wasn't there to save them. Junpei's mother got killed. Yuji wasn't there to save her, and neither was Gojo for that matter, and that dude is damn near a god. And I'm not saying it is necessarily Yuji's responsibility to save everyone, but we've all watched a fair amount of shonen anime. In most shonen anime, the main character shows up at times like that to save everyone, and that doesn't happen in Jujutsu Kaisen, and I love that it works that way. In this episode, Yuji had to kill someone. I mean, he had good reason to, and it was kind of unavoidable, but he did it. He killed someone, and I love that he did. Not because I want Yuji to go around killing a bunch of people, but I like that Yuji was forced to change. And that goes against the typical shonen protagonist who never really changes throughout the course of the show. He's this, in most shonen anime, Naruto or Black Clover or My Hero Academia right now, where Deku is kind of the same idealistic kid as he was in season 1, as he is now going to be in season 4. Naruto was the same idealistic kid in the beginning of Naruto as he was in the Shippuden, so on and so forth. Where in Jujutsu Kaisen, Yuji has already been forced to change, and I love it. Sukuna saves the day, and not for any reason having to do with kindness or shit like that. No, he told Mahito that if he touched his soul again, there would be consequences, and he meant that shit. You gotta love Sukuna, but just about the way he refuses to help Yuji. He doesn't want to help Yuji. He doesn't give a damn about Yuji. He refuses to let anyone cross him, and you gotta love it. After seeing Nanami's backstory, you kind of feel bad for the guy. He doesn't seem to have any real enjoyment in life outside of the gratitude he receives from people after exercising curses. Which, I mean, helping people is by no means a bad motivation for life. And even when Nanami was a company man, he seemed to have pretty respectable morals. But he doesn't seem to have any internal motivation for the things that he does or any kind of enjoyment in life. And so I really hope that the relationship he hopefully builds with Yuji can be that enjoyment and those two build a really close relationship. Because I like their dynamic as a pairing. I like the way Nanami teaches Yuji. I like the way they interact with each other. And I want more of that as the show goes forward. So maybe that can be like Nanami's source of enjoyment in life is the relationship he builds with Yuji, teaching Yuji about Jujutsu sorcery and just teaching Yuji about the world in general of Jujutsu sorcery. And then as his enjoyment with that grows, their relationship grows, so on and so forth. So, Junpei's really dead, it seems. Yeah, I've been operating these past few weeks just from the assumption based off that Junpei is featured in the OP that Junpei was going to live. But that doesn't seem to be the case unless something happens in this next episode where there's a big reveal that he's still alive and that the Jujutsu scientists were able to reverse what Mahito did to his body and all that, some shit like that. Yeah, he's just dead. And didn't see that coming. I'm not sure if I like that or not. I mean, I do like that it lends to the overall atmosphere of the show where, hey, people do die and it's just a fact of life in the world of the Jujutsu Kaisen. But I was kind of hoping to see Junpei go to the Jujutsu Academy and seeing how he would, respond to the training there. And maybe he was going to be a budding Jujutsu sorcerer. Now, I wanted him to have a redemption story before he was able to go to the Academy. But I was ultimately looking forward to him going to the Academy and Yuji having more friends at the Academy. As I've said every week for the past few months, this was another great episode of the Jujutsu Kaisen. Yuji now has another motivation in his life besides finding all the pieces of Sukuna, and that motivation is killing Mahito. Hopefully that will be a source of development for him going forward, and it will strive to make him reach, new heights and all that kind of shit, become stronger, yada yada yada. Your typical like, hey, I gotta go beat this guy, so he trains and gets stronger, and deal, he does it. So I look forward to that being used as a motivation for his character going forward. And I look forward to seeing how Yuji copes with the fact that he had to kill someone. Is that going to be something he, like, in the next episode that is like featured prominently, where he has to go through a kind of a coping process where, hey, the dude did kill someone. He had to. He didn't have like he didn't do it out of malice. He had to do it for good reason. He had to go help Nanami, but he did kill someone. So I hope in the next episode he has to get over that in some kind of way. Alright guys, I'll have for you on this one. If you like this video, go hit that thumbs up. And if you are so inclined, subscribe and share. It would help me out a lot. If you didn't like the video, let me know why in the comments. We can talk about it. I'll respond to almost everything. I'll see you guys in the next one.